So today we have the epic, timeless question. What do you read first, the question stem or the stimulus in LSAT logical reasoning? Short answer is I read the question stem first, but I didn't always used to. So to go a bit more in depth into this, I read the stimulus first for many years, and I actually got a 175 reading the stimulus first. I read the stimulus first because prep books said to, and I trusted them, and that's the order they appear in the question. You have the stimulus, which is the short paragraph, then the question stem, which is the short blurb of text asking you to do something like to strengthen the argument or to weaken the argument or to ID the conclusion. And then, of course, finally, you have the answer choices. So I read the stimulus first for many years, and it worked fine for me. But slowly, as I came to understand the exam on a deeper level and to think about the best possible question-solving strategies, I actually came around to reading the question stem first instead. And that's been working for me well ever since. So here are my thoughts on why question stem first is the way to go. You've got in logical reasoning, you've got fact sets and arguments, and you approach fact sets very differently from how you would approach arguments. With a fact set, your job is simply to ID something going on with the stimulus. So that could be to find what must be true, what cannot be true, what's most supported. But you're not reading the argument for holes or gaps or to critique it. Same goes, because it's not an argument, but same goes for conclusion questions or role of the statement questions or method of reasoning questions. Your job is simply to ID something that is going on with the argument. You're not looking to poke holes in it. But with a strengthen or weaken or necessary assumption, for those question types, you are critiquing it. So the question stem tells you the proper perspective from which to view the stimulus. It gives you a lens as to how to go about evaluating it. And that's why question stem first, I believe, ends up saving you time rather than you read the stimulus, you read the question stem, then you go back and read the stimulus again. The question stem lets you read with a critical eye and helps you pre-phrase your correct answer before you even get to the answer choices. But there are plenty of smart people on both sides of this issue. There are plenty of top scorers who read stimulus first, others who read question stem first. They're both perfectly valid approaches, and if one doesn't work for you, then of course feel free, go ahead and try the other. I of course recommend question stem first, but I don't blame you if you try stimulus first. After all, they both have worked for me over the years in the long run, and I don't think it would really harm me much, even if I did want to switch back to doing the stimulus first under timed conditions. So those are my thoughts on that. I wish you all the best on the LSAT, whichever approach you try. And if you have any questions at all or anything else you'd like me to cover in a future video, please email me, leave a comment. I'm open to your ideas. I'd love to help however I can. And of course, feel free to reach out if you need anything at all. I'd love to help you however I can. So I wish you all the best and take care.